Are you listening?
PlayStation. Maybe you've heard of them. It was just last week that we covered their latest State of Play, which introduced brand new footage of Last of Us Part 2. Civilization 6 was announced as coming to the PlayStation 4, and it was announced that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is getting a timed exclusive for PlayStation players. And typically, PlayStation goes radio silent after the State of Play. But this week, PlayStation dropped so much news that we had to go into the archives to bring back an old segment that we like to call P.S. I forgot to tell you. First up, let's talk about Crossplay. It's been exactly a year since Sony's John Codera announced that Sony would allow crossplay and cross-progression for select third-party content. And since that date, games like Rocket League, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, Dauntless, Fortnite, and Call of Duty all have featured crossplay with PlayStation and other consoles. However, this week, in a Wired article, it was announced that the PlayStation 4's crossplay efforts have officially moved out of the beta stage, meaning that the console can support crossplay on any titles that studios provide the functionality for. And you know, at a time like this, with a story like that, it'd be great to reach out to a Sony executive like Shawn Layden for a statement. However, I forgot to tell you. This week, Sony announced on Twitter that Shawn Layden would be leaving the company after spending 30 plus years with Sony. PlayStation tweeted, "It is with great emotion that we announce that Worldwide Studios chairman Shawn Layden will be departing Sony Interactive Entertainment. His visionary leadership will be greatly missed. We wish him success in future endeavors and are deeply grateful for his years of service. Thanks for everything, Shawn." Damn. You know, personally, I'm gonna miss Shawn Layden because recently his leadership has helped create such great video games. Games that I can't wait to play on my iPhone. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. PlayStation also announced this week that DualShock 4 support is finally available for iOS devices, which means that remote play will no longer have those really weird on-screen buttons anymore. According to PlayStation, any iOS 13, iPad OS, TV OS 13 will finally be able to communicate with a PlayStation DualShock 4. And honestly, this gets me so excited to dive back into my PlayStation library and maybe stream some games through PlayStation Now. And if you've been on the fence about buying PlayStation Now, you're about to get really excited because I forgot to tell you. This week, PlayStation also announced a price reduction for its cloud-based streaming service, PlayStation Now. Now, PlayStation owners will have both online and offline access to over 800 games like God of War, Grand Theft Auto 5, Infamous Second Son, and Uncharted 4: A Thief's End for $9.99 a month. That price has been reduced from its initial price of $19.99 a month. And in my eye, this makes this service a complete no-brainer for any PlayStation owner. Man, reduced PS Now pricing, true crossplay, iOS DualShock support for gaming on the go. This is the type of stuff that gets me really excited for the next generation. I can't wait to see what they're working on next. And I forgot to tell you. This week, it was also revealed on Twitter by industry analyst Daniel Ahmad that PlayStation has filed a new patent for an AI assistant called PlayStation Assist. According to Ahmad, Sony has filed a new patent for an AI-powered voice assistant called PlayStation Assist. You can input a query, and then the game will dynamically respond. For example, ask for the nearest health pack, and the game will mark it on your map. And according to the patent, with higher processing power, video games are becoming more complex and expansive. However, with the increased complexity, users may find it increasingly difficult to navigate through and or complete the video game. When a player gets stuck on a part of a gaming application, the player can request help through a query to a back-end Game Assist server. The query may be of any format or a combination of formats, including audio, text, video, etc. The Game Assist server is configured to match that query to model responses based on a current game context from which the query was presented. So, get ready, Dark Souls, next generation PS5. I'm going to be kicking your ass this time. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, hit that subscribe button. Because if you don't, Rufus here is going to go over to your house in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, stand over you, scare the living hell out of you. And once you wake up, he's going to haunt your dreams. So hit the button right now.